Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tilly and in today's video I'm going to walk you my swelling journey just so you can get a better idea of what to expect when you're healing after you've had a rhinoplasty. So I'm going to be looking at pictures on my phone just because I've got like what I'm going to insert in the video, but just so I can see like what I'm talking about myself. So in the first week post-op you will be very swollen. When you first wake up from surgery, to be honest with you, there isn't much swelling going on that you can see. It's mostly just bruising around the eyes and nose area, specifically up top here. But apart from that, there isn't much you need to deal with. It's mostly just bruising for the first 2 days, I'd say. If you use arnica cream, the bruising does go away quite quickly, but you need to be quite diligent to use that as soon as you hit day 1, day 2 post-op, just so you can really get it in there and make sure that it starts the healing process as soon as possible. Okay, so the first picture I'm going to show you guys, I'll insert it here somewhere. You can see the swelling has gone down my face and it's in my eyes that are still very much bruised, and in my cheeks as well as my chin area and jawline. So the swelling kind of starts high up and then works its way down. So that's what you can expect. You will look like a chipmunk for the first week post-op. To be honest with you, there wasn't much difference from one day to the next when it came to swelling for that first week. I just looked like a chipmunk. The only difference that you could really see in my appearance was the bruising. This photo here is probably day 4 post-op. So this was my first consult with my doctor. So this is the first time I actually saw my nose. And as you can see, it's not looking good. It's looking huge. It's looking bigger than what it was pre-op. But you can see the shape that it's taking from the side, so at least you can get an idea of what the side profile looks like. But from the front it does look a little bit ridiculous, but that's okay because I knew it wasn't permanent. So if you've got anything planned after your operation, a party, a wedding, I'd maybe reschedule surgery just because this is what you'll look like. Okay, so this next picture is of me 20 days post-op, so a bit over 2 weeks. Nearly 3 basically, and as you can see I now look completely normal. So I feel like at this point, if you do have anything planned, again, wedding, event, whatever, I feel like at this point you'd be okay with a little bit of makeup, you'll be fine. The swelling obviously is still present, but you don't look like you've just had surgery. You mostly just look normal. Obviously if people really know your face well, they'll notice a difference, but most people don't look at each other's faces that well, so you'll see a difference but other people won't. So I'd say that from this point on you're good to go to reintegrate society again. And here's the side profile view of, again, that's about 20 days post-op, so it's looking good. The side profile looks fantastic compared to my before. It's not the final result, but at this point I was very much happy with my results. Okay, these pictures here, they are officially 1 month post-op, so 4 whole weeks, and again you can see the swelling still very much present in the nose. I look like I've got a bit of a thicker nose than I had before, but I'm looking completely normal. It's just about watching the swelling going down. But to be honest with you, for the first 3 months the swelling isn't linear, so the healing isn't constantly getting better. It'll go up and down a little bit. It really just depends on the day. And keeping in mind as well, I was still taping 24/7 at this point. So it wasn't to do with me not taping or taping, it was really just to do with what my body was doing at that point in time. Okay, and this next picture is me 6 weeks post-op, so you're really starting to see some definition. This was taken in mid-February. This was the first time I could actually see the definition of my tip from the front, and the side profile is looking fantastic. I was really happy. Again, from this point on, once the facial swelling is gone, you don't have to worry, it's not coming back. You're mainly dealing with swelling in your nose. But again, at this point I was so happy. My nose sometimes looked a little bit crooked and sometimes a little bump would appear up here, but it was just swelling and it all did calm down and eventually went away. Okay, this next picture is of me 8 weeks post-op. So you'd think that it would be looking better, but clearly it is not. My nose looks very much thick, swollen. She looks worse than, even 3 weeks post-op, but that's just because swelling hit the memo that it's supposed to keep going down. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. On this day I was really upset, was really unhappy. I was worried that this was that, I'd had excess scar tissue healing. It's fine, it wasn't. It was just swelling. Most of the times that you panic because of the shape of your nose in those first 3 months, it's just swelling, and it did go away. The side profile, again, I was still very much happy with. It still looked like it had dropped, but it actually hadn't. It was just that the bridge of the nose was swollen, so it made my tip look straighter, if that makes sense. So it kind of I didn't like it at this point, but I'm only 8 weeks, so you know, stuck it through. I knew there's nothing you can do anyway, even if you don't like your results. There's nothing you can do for 12 months post-op, so you've really just got to try and be patient and try and not freak out about your results at this point. Okay, in this picture, I'm actually just 8.5 weeks. This was just a few days later, just to show you that my nose had completely calmed down. I have no contour on in this picture. It is just foundation, like concealer, that kind of thing. And again, it looks completely different. It looks like it's been 3 weeks since the last update, but it's only been a few days. So it's just to show you that, again, healing really isn't linear. Okay, this next picture is of me 5 months post-op, and again, I do have a little bit of contour going on in this picture, actually, now that I'm looking at it. The next picture I'll show was like a few days later, and it was well without contour. It's just a really nice picture of me. And again, my nose is looking fantastic. It's slimmer. At this is from the point where I noticed the click. To be honest with you, it was as of this week specifically that it changed. Now the swelling wasn't up and down as much. It kind of just continuously got better as the days went by. So again, this is me 5 months post-op. And then this next picture here is literally 2 days after the other picture was taken and without makeup. And as you can see, again, the nose is looking a lot slimmer. It's just basically getting defined now. It's as if the swelling isn't going down, if that makes sense. It's getting defined. It's like a little tiny bit better every day, but it really does make a difference. And then again, the side profile view is still fantastic. It has dropped a little bit, but that's supposed to happen, and I'm still really happy with where it's at. I feel like my nose hasn't changed that much in between now and then from the profile, but from front on, I think it's a lot slimmer now, and I have no contour on right now. I just have a little bit of like BB cream and blush, so it's not affecting the nose shape at all, so you can really see what it's looking like today. Okay, and in this picture I am now 6 months post-op. It's not a perfect on like angle, but again, you can see the nose is looking fantastic. Actually, I think it seems to be a bit thick from this angle, but I just think it's because it's slightly tanned. But at this point I was loving my nose, really, I just thought it was fantastic. I was so happy with my results. So as you can see, it's little tiny changes now. That's why I wasn't updating it like every few weeks. It was more like every few months at this point because the changes weren't that drastic. Okay, this picture is from face on, and this is 7 months, no makeup, not the best lighting, it's quite harsh. But again, you can see that the nose at the tip is very much like slimmer. The bridge is still healing, because I feel like it kind of, the healing process for me with swelling was, here was the skinniest, and then here was quite thick, and then here was quite thick, and then this bit was quite skinny. The tip got more defined, but this middle section here remained quite swollen. To me, that was the last area of my nose to heal, and you can really see that here, because it just kind of looks like my nose goes in, then out, then in again. At least that's what I think it kind of looks like. And then this is me now. I'm 8 months post-op. I don't tape anymore, and I stopped taping at around about 7 months and like 3 weeks, I'd say. So I now no longer tape at all unless I'm travelling, just because the change in cabin pressure means that my nose kind of swells up, and I don't really want to land and have a swollen nose. And then from the side, and yeah, I'm really happy with my results. It's really just about being patient and listening to your doctor and trying not to panic. So I hope that this can give you a little bit of insight in what to expect. To be honest with you, I suppose it's quite up and down for the first 3-4 months, and then after that the healing process does get a little bit more predictable. But for those first 3 months, please don't panic if you think you have a good day and then 2 weeks later your nose is swollen again. You're not doing anything wrong. Listen to what your doctor says and just have a little bit of faith. I know it's so difficult, and you've put so much like thought, money, and like emotional like faith into this, and then to see that your nose isn't what you want it to look like can be quite disheartening. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you've got any questions about rhinoplasty or anything like that, please do comment down below and I'll try my best to answer. And please don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and if you like this video, please do subscribe. I'm new on YouTube, clearly, and I would really appreciate the support. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!